Welcome back to part 2 of our mage draft. It's got kind of a little bit of a mech thing going on with the micro machines, snow chuggers, harvest golems, fucking spider tank, goblin blast mage, Jeeves, piloted shredder stuff. It's got a little bit of that going on, but the majority of it is just it curves really high in the early game, and we've got to kind of seize the day really, really early on. It's been weird though. While we've been trying to seize the day really early on, often our opponent has had a perfect counter to it, and then we've had to crawl our way back in the late game by making optimal trades. So it kind of feels like I'm training with weights on, or running in water, you know?
Jane,
I'm not in my strength environment, but
You asked for it. My magic
I'm
will
becoming
tear
better at
you
dealing with things
apart.
by not being in my strength environment. Okay, so I keep the Frostbolt because I'm going second. The reason for that is because I can play the Frostbolt naturally as a turn 2 drop, and it still kills something. If I were first, however, I don't get to use it unless my opponent coins out a 2-drop. Okay, Organ Infiltrator. Worst case scenario for me right now is probably Sorcerer's Apprentice, Arcane Missiles for free. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. $50-50 on your flame cannon, buddy. Do you dare risk it? Who's sick? Who's sick? Is it you? You sick?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
My opponent can ping that 3-2, but they'll have to slow down in order to do so. They'll only be able to develop a 2-drop this turn and then attack with a 4-4. Assuming that 4-4 hits one of my minions, I'd be able to ping it to remove it and then play a Fairy Dragon or a Frostbolt in order to remove my opponent's board. I seized the board in the early game, off the back of those things going in that fashion. Okay. Oh, they don't even have a 2-drop. That makes this so much better. So I want to establish the Micro Machine because the board is naked, so I can actually give the Micro Machine time to grow. Worst case scenario, the only way I get punished is if my opponent plays a Stampeding Kodo this time. That's the way that I get punished for playing a Micro Machine rather than a Fairy Dragon. Yeah, it isn't relevant. Not in this situation, at least. So... I mean, I had the option of double trading and then playing a Fairy Dragon, which is basically just a weaker version of this. So instead, I decided to go with the immediate removal of Frostbolt. I'm assuming from that previous play that my opponent doesn't actually just have a straight-up removal for this. That's from the top deck, so if that's Frostbolt or something, they just got it.
The light does not discriminate.
Ooh. Non-discriminatory light. My favorite kind. I hate when I walk in, and my lights being all racist. Yeah, I think I trade. You've got enough value, buddy. It's not likely relevant that this has spell immunity. So instead I'll play this, the Youthful Bounce Master, because I don't really want to bounce that many effects in my deck. So the bounce Battlecry is most often going to be a liability for me, so I want to use it when the board is naked.
Is someone injured?
Oh. It's not good for you, buddy. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I've got a 50-50 here to win the game.
Glory to the Sindor.
Oh, and I'm 100% going to take it, by the way, so... Don't you worry. I will demonstrate my balls. Fuck!
Right away.
Timeout. I call 0 out of 10 on the RNG that has been happening this entire arena run. Too many top decks. Too many mind control decks. Too many hitting daggers and missing fucking other things.
What to
Oh,
do?
it's been terrible.
What to do?
Oh dear. That's a 50% chance to outright win the game. That's one of my most hated things about the things that GVG introduced. So, just incredibly many new just ways to fuck over the player, to be honest. Hit.
Right away.
Okay. Let's change our seating position. Drink a little to desalinate. That's always important. Now we can re-equip our headphones. By the way, did I ever mention that we lose the late game? Two of the best 4-drops in the entire video game. Give me the mind control. Give me the fucking 6-6. Here we go.
TC-130 mental dislocator.
Not a 6-6. I fear that I do need to kill this, like, immediately. It's worth 3 of my minions? Is that what I'm saying? No.
Hey, give me a minute. Right away.
It's worth a high number of my minions, but it's not worth 3. I'll hold off until I can use something else. That mind control tech is really big, and my opponent is probably really annoyed that I did that. But that 50-50 would have won the game, so... You know.
I wonder.
I've got a necklace now, by the way. Hang on. I'll take it off so I can... No, wait. I'll just be lazy and still wear it.
A fight! Count me in!
Oh my god. Top deck Flame Striker, I'll lose the game immediately. Like, if I don't top deck Flame Strike right now, I will just outright lose. Not a Flame Strike. Cool. I need that to be Doomsayer.
Right away.
I can ping first. Not a Doomsayer.
Hey, give me a minute. Right away.
If you're wondering why I'm sacrificing creatures, I'm not leaving things for my opponent's Grim Patrons to duplicate off of. Although, that should have gone differently. I'm almost certain there were better trades there.
You shall not pass.
Yay. More Grim Patrons. To be clear, I still don't think Grim Patrons are good. My opponent had the entire board there. And for that reason and that reason only, they were playable. I can generate that. See, Basically, my opponent's ping is killing no matter what I play this turn, right? My opponent pings that, and then runs it in here, and now they've just got a 3-3. So it's kind of like their ping killed my Knife Juggler. And there's nothing that I can do about it. Except Flame Strike, which apparently I didn't draft, so that's weird. I could have sworn that I drafted a Flame Strike at some point.
I'll put it on your test.
Weirdest thing. Oh well.
You shall not pass.
I'm still very hopeful of top decking it this turn. Here we go. Not a Flame Strike. Interestingly. Make another dude? No? Haha. Now I just lose. Opponent has 14 damage on the field. 1 damage from a ping. Yeah, they've realized and they're going for face. Absolute bollocks. Oh well. So many 50-50s. Whatever. Jump immediately into the next game so we can lose the first 2 matches of part 2 and immediately drop out at 4-2. Oh, God. Sorry, 4-3. My apologies, I forgot how to count there for a moment. It's an affliction. Oh, by the way, that's my BattleNet if you want to add me. Rhapsody 6458, and I am on the NA server.
Jaina versus Thrall.
I do not have an account currently on any of the other servers, so
You asked for it.
sorry. I'm actually going to keep the Harvest Golem and the Piloted Shredder. I have enough 2s that I'm very likely to draw one anyway, and the Harvest Golem and the Piloted Shredder is so incredibly strong. I mean, even if I got a 3, it would be fine. Coin a 3 as my 2-drop. That would be cool. Okay.
For a little while, I pack a big punch.
See? Opponent established that first, so they actually have good effects from it.
Put this apple on your head.
The problem here is if my opponent uses Power Mace, I lose the game. I'm not being dramatic. I will lose the game if they Power Mace me. Okay.
Hey, catch!
Don't tell them I have a Goblin Blast Mage.
Battle detected.
Huh? So, destroy that minion and then all of the 50-50s miss the Hungry Dragon. Okay. I can't kill it this turn, so there's no reason that I would want to start prepping the damage on it. Not yet, at least. I wonder if my opponent kills my 5-4, or if they try and get really greedy with it and keep their 5-6 alive. Okay, it's fine by me. I've got a better established board. Piloted Shredder is a very valuable card. The rest of mine are pretty shit right now, though. If I can thin out my hand, I can run out Jeeves, but that requires my opponent having a very heavy hand so that I don't have to worry about them screwing me over as a result.
X marks the spot.
I think I keep the Stranglethorn Tiger in stealth. Reason being, my opponent would use their 4-2 to finish it off after they lightning storm the board. And that would be like the worst case scenario for me.
Truth is my shield.
Sunwalker is usually fucking amazing. Except against the class that I'm playing where I can just ping the shield off. I'm considering bouncing back the Stranglethorn Tiger, to be honest with you. I think I'm far enough ahead on board that I can actually afford to do it. I feel like my opponent plays the Sunwalker because they know that even if I get to remove it for free using a ping and then a Stranglethorn Tiger, they still get some super huge value out of it. And the only way they get that is if I don't bounce it back. Arcane Explosion doesn't affect anything, so I may as well just do this, do the ping, attack. Oh! Doomsayer? Am I the dumbest dude? I always order those incorrectly. That's a beast, isn't it? Yeah, it totally is. Cool. Maybe I even get to trigger that 2-2. Make it a 4-3. Which would make it succubus levels of instant power from... Excuse me? Hey, actually I do get to trigger... Cool. I actually managed to get the succubus levels of power out of the fucking scavenging hyena. Good work, Pilot Shredder. Pilot Shredder effectively summoned itself. Have a look at that. Well played. It's kind of like when Sneed's Old Shredder summons Sneed's Old Shredder into Sneed's Old Shredder and then another Sneed's Old Shredder and you're like, oh my god, just fuck me. I've had that happen in Arena once. To me, not for me. Which was the sad part. Let's go back to drinking, shall we? There's nothing left. I'm very tempted to throw so I can go get some more to drink. Water, by the way, not alcohol. This is not Drunkstone. I did actually make a tweet about this very recently. If I were going to drink while playing a video game, what would it be? Would it be Drunkstone? Would it be the Drinking of Isaac? What type of a game would I be playing? Because I don't want to... I mean, I don't think that the presentation style that I have or the games that I enjoy would fit, like, playing, I don't know, Goat Simulator, playing any of those types of things. Like, I think what would fit best for me is playing a strategic game and then just playing it fucking really badly. Or... I don't know. Playing Fairy Dragon or Knife Juggler is effectively the same as just pinging this at the moment. It's also worth noting that my opponent has a spare part in hand. I should keep that in mind. Up until they use it. Fuck. It's really bad. Luckily, I've got Arcane Explosion, hopefully to clear up what it summons, because Jesus Christ, that's appallingly bad for me.
You call that a weapon?
If my opponent wants to sack those 1/1s, fine. If they don't, Arcane Explosion. Plus, they're there to trigger Mind Control tech. Oh, that's actually really bad. Okay. Well, that's fun. Best case scenario for my opponent, they run their 4-4 into it and then their 3-3. If they ignore it, I'll be really happy. But they're not going to.
Put this apple on your head.
Really? I can't play Arcane Explosion. Sorry, I can't play Micro Machine because it dies to the 2-3 for free. It's effectively a dagger. That's what I would be casting. A dagger. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this game. I need my opponent to way overextend and then get flame struck, basically.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Yeah, because they're gonna trade, so it doesn't matter. That's a dumb thing to do. Okay, here's the plan. I steal the 6-6, and then I ping the injured Blade Master and win the game. Okay, here's the new plan. I concede before... no, do I outright lose? No, my opponent only has 12 damage this time. Well, anything that was going to kill it for free is going to kill it for free anyway, so I may as well play it.
You know, take candle.
Oh! Mortal Coil for 2! Draw 2 cards. Best card in the game, that. 1 mana, deal 2 damage. If it kills the minion, draw 2 cards. Otherwise, draw 1.
Truth is my shield.
Crazy. Don't kill my mind control tech. Okay, now I need Bounce Master. Here we go, Bounce Master General. Nope. Okay, we do that. And then we ping that out of spite. And then we play that, and we also play this.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
And then we run that in there, because we've already lost the amount of damage that our opponent has on field. We concede, and then we open our packs and name the deck. Hang on, did I get something wrong? No, I'm pretty sure that's the optimal strategy here. I'm just going to call the deck 50-50, considering... No, I'm just going to call it 50. Considering the amount of effects that were you win or you will lose based off of this. That is a really bad pack. Excellent. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Arena. The name of the deck has been 50. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like. It doesn't make my content out to new people. By the way, actually, I used to do a lot of kind of like post-analysis of the deck. I'll do a little bit here. I should probably start doing it again. The deck spiked early. We didn't really get to capitalize off a lot of our early spikes because the opponents got a lot of really good random effects that enabled them to remove our minions, especially in those later games. We really didn't have enough late game. Like, we could have drafted a solid early, solid mid, and a solid late if I had not expected to get late later, if that makes any sense. If I had have just taken the late for what it was and then picked it up. We were missing kind of like good removal. We had Flame Strike and Frostbolt, and that's all of the removal we had in our deck, so it was about controlling the board. So as soon as we lost the board, it was pretty much difficult, or impossible to get back into the game. Oh well. My name's Rhapsody. All of the things that I said previously, there's playlists in the description down below for all of your Hearthstone desires. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. We'll see you next time.